Iran, in the history of the world, do you know what two countries have said death upon America? The first country was North Korea, 1954, I believe. You know what the second country was? Iran, 1979. Who else has said death upon America? These two countries, North Korea and Iran, said death upon America. I used to live in Iran, and I would see 10,000 men flagellating their backs, blood on the ground, screaming, "Mar bar Amrika, mar bar Amrika." Mar, death. Bar, upon. Amrika, America. Death upon America. Mar bar Amrika. We had two channels. Every channel was about how America's the evil empire, everything. Israel's the evil empire. We were fed that every day.
Israel, the little Satan, America, the big Satan.
Always. Always.
And if America's the big Satan, so's the rest of the West, all of the democracy.
It was nonstop, right? So, yeah. I'm not negotiating with you, Iran. I'm just not. Zero desire to negotiate with you. Iran has to, especially the government, because they're destroying the great people of Iran.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
The people are, if you ever go to an Iranian family, if you don't eat their food, they're going to feed you. You don't have a choice. They are some of the most hospitable people, beautiful music, funny. They will sit there, tell you stories. They're hot-headed, but they're fun to be around. What Khamenei and their families have done to Iran is a travesty. The last time Iran was calm and the Middle East was safe, nothing near what we have right now, peace, was under the Shah of Iran, Reza Shah Pahlavi. That everybody's, he's a puppet to the West. And Sabak, horrible. This guy's a dictator. Really? Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's a dictator. Oh, yeah. He's for sure a dictator. Watch what he did to all his people. To who? The 3,000 political prisoners? Yeah. You shouldn't have 3,000 political prisoners. He released them. Many of them were the leaders of the folks that came and attacked us. That's who they were. Well, no. That's not how it is. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it was. No, he was arresting communists from Two-Day Party, and he was doing this. Oh, my God. Crimea River. How has Iran been since 1979? And when's the last time you thought about going to Iran for vacation and taking your wife and kids? When's the last time? You know how many people thought about that in the 70s and 60s? A lot of people. A lot of people. They don't do that anymore. What happened? What happened to that? So Israel is getting a lot of criticism today for, by the way, even amongst conservatives and Republicans. And well, Israel does this, and the way they negotiated contracts is this, and Mossad did this, and Netanyahu is this, and Netanyahu is Israel first before us. And many times they negotiate, contracts that is better for Israel than it is for America, and they don't even care. And what about that one time they did this to us and they did that to us? Yeah. What's your point? Well, why are you supporting them? You want me to sit there and assume that Israel is not negotiating contracts that are better for them than you and I? Yeah. If they did, they're better negotiators than Americans. What do you want me to do? We weren't there when they did the negotiation deal. The terms they got were better. There are better negotiators in the world. And if you get a better deal, you can complain about it. It's like a person goes to a car dealership and they buy a car for $30,000. But that same car at a dealership across the street was selling for $28,000. You bought it for $30,000. You paid $2,000 more. You could have done a little bit more research. Maybe the politicians we had in the U.S., but they're bought, Pat. They're bought. Maybe they are bought. So then get rid of lobbyists. Yeah, but you know what? If you really bothers you, get involved in politics and do something about it. But during these terms, they've negotiated very good deals for themselves. However, I'm a Christian. I'm a Syrian. I'm Armenian. Assyrians used to be the first warriors in the world. Assyrians have a very rich history for people that actually study Assyrians. Rich history is what they have. Calendar they invented. They did a lot of great things, right? Assyria is where? Iraq. You know how many old historic places we have? You know what the people of Iraq, many of the, hoodlums in Iraq did to all the churches that we had of Assyrians? You know what they did? They destroyed every single one of them. So let me get this straight. If you're a Christian, you believe in Jerusalem. You believe where Jesus walked. You believe the history of it. That's part of being a Christian, right? Who do you trust taking care of those places better? Jews or Muslims? Who? Do you want those places to be destroyed? It's a question you have to answer. You don't have to agree with it. You know, well, you ever seen those videos where Jews are spitting and they're doing this? I'm not sitting here telling you people walk on water. I'm telling you, if I have to choose one that says death upon America and another one that negotiates better deal for themselves, I'm going to choose these guys. It's very simple. I didn't flinch in my answer. This is my position. I'm going to get a lot of hate every time I say this, but it doesn't change for me.